Since moving into this house, I've been comparing it to practical magic, specifically the aunt's greenhouse where they grow herbs for their spells and potions. It would be such a dream to fill this space with sweet-smelling herbs and plants to surround my senses. It's going to be an ongoing project, I think, and in the meantime, I'm enjoying the tranquility of being in the space. Hi everybody, this is the first vlog I'm officially filming in my new house. I of course got lots of footage here on moving day, but yeah, this is the first full vlog where I guess I'm kind of showing you that I'm settled in, which is strange because I actually feel like all I've done to settle myself in is pretty much what you've just witnessed, which is pottering around the garden and the orangery and trying to maintain all the plants and stuff. I don't know, I think because it's summer, not that you would know it by the grey skies today, but because it's summer I just feel the need to be outside and in nature and kind of cleaning up as well to settle myself in. I don't know if I'm making any sense or being very articulate either, everybody, but anyway, that's just what I've been up to predominantly, and buying plants and not planting them yet actually, but situating them, and yeah. So today's plan is actually to do something of a similar vein, and my mum and I thought we would actually try and sit down today together and make some smudge sticks, which is really cool. In my last vlog, in the moving vlog, you may have seen my mum smudging to cleanse the new house and the spaces in the new house. So I thought that we could use some of the sage that I picked and dried from the last house to make these. However, upon reflection, I think that bundling dried sage and tying it together to make these smudge sticks is actually going to be a bit difficult, and I think it's just going to crumble to pieces in our hands. So having realised that, I need to pick some fresh herbs because I did Google it and that is how you're supposed to do it. So yeah, you need to pick fresh herbs, and it is predominantly sage that you use in smudge sticks, and you can also put in things like lavender or rosemary or rose petals, or what else did people say they use in there? Mint. all these different things basically, which I fortunately have growing in the garden at this new house. So it's going to be very easy to get stuff together. I'm actually waiting for the string to be delivered from Amazon. It's a special string that I've ordered to tie them together, to bind them. So yeah, while I wait for that, I'm going to gather herbs and sage and all sorts of lovely things from the garden ready to make these, and then I will sit down with my mum and we'll show you how we do it, or how we think we do it, because this is the first time I've ever made them. I think she's made them before, with the help of my granddad possibly actually, but yes, so that's the plan today. It's a very witchy activity, felt very appropriate. But first I want to finish my tea. Got some rosemary. Quite a bit of sage, because it's the main part of the smudge stick. Actually, I have no idea how much of everything we need, so sage. Hustling everything inside because I'm pretty sure I can feel raindrops, so good timing for getting it all in before it gets too wet in the rain. So yeah, lucky. So my mum is here and just suggested that we add some of the sage flowers to it, which I didn't even know that these flowers were the sage, I'm not gonna lie, because I haven't fully investigated that, but yeah, it just adds a pop more colour basically. It was a good idea. So the string came, which is brilliant, and Mama Jo's here, which is brilliant. And this is, I can't remember if it was butcher's string or baker's string. I think it was baker's string.
It was called both.
Oh, was it? Okay.
Yeah.
It's quite a thin one. It's the thinnest we could find, which I think was 1.5 millimeter, so it's quite thin, but it's just a cotton natural string basically. So we've got string, we got scissors, we have a myriad of herbs, and
smells good.
Yeah, it does. Smells really good actually. So where do we start, because I've never done this before?
Okay, I would say just, it depends if you want a whole sage one or do you want a mixture.
I think a mixture would be pretty.
Yeah, very pretty.
And
so I think you can just gather them up till you've got a good,
yeah, like a good wad.
yes.
So one of us needs to hold, one of us needs to tie, ideally.
Take this off, sorry, it's making a noise.
Sage is for like purity, right? And
Yeah, cleansing your space. It's also good for cleansing away. If there's been illness in the house, it's good for cleansing.
Oh, okay, like purifying.
Well. Yeah, so purifying the air, yes.
Isn't there like actual scientific evidence for that as well? I feel like I read something about that recently, actually.
Yeah, don't quote us as saying scientific.
No.
But yes, it is quite well known that sage is a good cleanser, good all-round cleanser.
And then rosemary is for protection, but you said something earlier and I forgot what you said.
It's really good for memory, like the scent of it is really good. So
yeah, I knew that.
You forgot that. Have some rosemary. Yeah,
okay,
so if you like,
for memory.
Rub your fingers on the rosemary or use rosemary oil.
Smells
obviously.
Gorgeous.
It's supposed to like really stimulate your memory.
Cool. And then mint, I don't think has any sort of properties like that, but it's supposed to be quite invigorating. I read for using it in smudge sticks and stuff, and I don't think the rose petals serve any sort of purpose other than they're pretty.
Being really pretty.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
I hold, you tie, or you hold, I tie.
I don't know. I think we could both make a bundle and then tie together, or
okay. Let's make a bundle.
Let's just go.
This bit.
Only because I want to make a
Are
bundle
these
as
too
well.
short, the bits I've cut?
No, I think they're probably a good length. And remember, you can always we'll neaten them off at the end anyway. So go for it.
I don't know where to start. The rain didn't come to anything after me rushing everything in here. We actually probably could have done it outside, but never mind.
It's a bit chilly. You
I
don't mind
don't mind. No, I'd rather be a bit chilly if anything, than a bit hot. But that's just me.
It's kind of a shame because they look so pretty like this.
They do, I know, and then you have to crush them in. Hold them all in together, but that's okay. How are we going to keep the rose petals in?
I think I saw somebody doing it yesterday, and they were like placing and wrapping,
like laying them on top.
Yes.
Okay.
So
I want some mint.
Oh yes. Can I have some mint?
You can have whatever you want. Yeah. Yeah. No, please just take whatever, because there's not loads of mint. Because it was a little worse for wear. I've actually just moved the pot into the orangery.
I kind of just put.
I don't think it's very happy outside for some reason, but I guess it's the kind of mint that, well, one of those plants is one that you'd buy in Sainsbury's. And then in their little herb section.
Yes.
And so I don't know how well they're meant to thrive in the garden.
Steal the
potentially.
Flowers.
Steal away. You can have more flowers than me if you want. Right, I think I shouldn't do that with the rose petals. I think it's just a bit fruitless.
Yeah, I think as we tie it round, I think place one as you go.
Okay.
I'm not an expert, but I have made them before and they were very pretty, but I'm not an expert.
Okay. I don't know what to do. We're both just holding them.
I'm just trying to think if it needs any more.
Shall we wrap?
Let's start wrapping.
I might bring the camera a bit closer when we wrap.
Okay. We'll tighten the knot first, yeah, as tight as you possibly can. Just checking it's all in shot.
Do you think it needs wrapping around the bottom a couple of times?
Yeah, why not?
Okay. And what do we do?
Do we place a rose petal?
Yeah. It's yours. Do you want to place a rose petal? Do I have to do it tight?
Yeah, tight as you can. Seems savage, doesn't it?
This is hard. Okay, switch.
That was fun.
I think I tied mine stupidly at the top, but
It's rustic.
it's rustic, so we have to leave them to dry now. I don't really know for how long, but
Yeah.
until they're dried out.
I think it'll probably be quite obvious.
It says hang
you know.
them upside down to dry
Okay.
on
And I don't know whether
Google
to trim.
said.
Google said. I don't know whether to trim the tops now or when they're dried.
I don't know either.
I guess it doesn't matter.
No, probably not. But I've got some
I
leftover
mean, we
bits
could leave it like that. I don't know.
as well. So I might. It's mostly just sage actually. Some leftover sage. I might just make one more just normal sage smudge stick, and it won't be a very big one.
Tiny
but-
piece of mint.
and a tiny piece of mint. There we go. Stunning. One more to go. Ta-da!
Oh, that was quick.
I know, right? Easier with just sage for some reason. Well, I guess I wasn't trying to hold everything together. So I just put little loopies on them to be able to hang them up to dry. Ideally, I'd like them to go in the drying shed that this house has, but it is temporary storage from moving still. So just hanging them up in the orangery here to dry. They kind of look quite pretty there though. There we go. And the stuff that we had drying for this originally, actually my mum had the idea of grinding down to use to make homemade incense, so that might be a project for another time, another vlog, but at least it will utilise it. I think it's quite a good idea. I just got changed because it was kitten feeding time, and since this is a practical magic vlog, I thought the more black cat content the better, and I just happen to have 3 little black kittens at the moment. Don't we? Yes. Mama Myrtle's kittens, 3 of you who are black. This is little Cedric, who's very curious and wants to see everything. Thank you, darling. Hello, sweet boy. Where are you going? This little lad is Mr. Diggory. Hello, darling. We're also squirmy. Okay. Hello, sweet boy. And this little princess is Hedwig. I love her. She's a stunt double though. Yeah. What you looking for? Escape hatch. You're so pretty. You're so pretty. Look at the camera. You're not gonna look. Eyes are changing colour from baby blue to this beautiful green. She looks very witchy. Very pretty, don't you? You showing your eyes? Nope. You're so beautiful. Beautiful. There we go. Gotta get in your kitten content while you're all still with us, huh? Before you go to your new homes. Here we go again. quote practical magic, there are some things I know for certain. Always throw spilled salt over your left shoulder, keep rosemary by your garden gate, plant lavender for luck, and fall in love whenever you can. Thank you all so much for watching. I hope this video gave you some witchy vibes. I know I'll be continuing to channel the Owen sisters as we transition from summer into autumn in just a few short weeks.